Hey everybody, it's Steve with Sky194, and just want to say thank you for stopping in and checking out my video. And we are getting ready to start the second round of our three-round championship here in the 2020 GT World Challenge at Zandvoort. And here's the main screen here. So, of course, this is where you can check your leaderboard. So you check here, and of course, we are in first place from winning the last race, and our teammate in the silver class, he's actually second place overall. So that's really good. So of course, this is a sprint overall, and of course, you can go to class, like that's the silver class, AM, Pro Am, and then of course overall. So and that's the car team. So this is a team, and of course, obviously, we're in here too. The Continental's second in the team points. So things looking good. So let's get this weekend started. And of course, same thing with the weather. And of course, I guess they're gonna do this every time, so that's okay. I'll go ahead and do. Actually, I'm gonna do 5 minutes because I don't need to do much at Zandvoort. But the two qualifying, I'm gonna do 10 minutes, and the race length is the same. 2:45 minutes. Qualify and confirm. It's kind of nice that you can change it like that if you want to. So here we are as Zandvoort, and of course, now I went ahead and did a little bit more work on the setup that we worked on last week, and so I got a point 2 version of it. It's just a little bit different, but I want to try that out. Of course, we'll see how many tires we have. We probably only got 5 sets. That's all we have. So again, we got to be careful of, um, what we have for burning our tires up, which I definitely don't want to do. Um, so let's go ahead and take this thing out and see what we can do.
Green light. Go, go, go.
And I'm probably only going to make a few laps. It's only 5 minutes anyway, so. He's trail braking going in there. See the lights flickering. Pretty car also, of course, from the same team. Understeering a little bit. Tires are cold. that. That was my mistake. Teammates hooked up. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. Yeah, watch it, 'cause that's a thing right there. Man. Okay. Back to the pits. Yeah, they look good. Everything looks fine. Of course, I got another 5-minute practice session. Let's see. Debating on raising this up one more. Yeah, let's try it. See, the problem is with the AMG is it gets a little looser as it goes. The rear tires, well, usually not on this track though. Usually the front tires wear first, so that's actually, but it still does get more aero advantage to the front as the fuel comes off by about 0.2 or 3. So like near the bottom of the fuel range, I'll be down. You know, the car will get actually looser. So I mean, I don't want to get too loose in the beginning and then not have, and then when I get down the last 5 minutes or so of the race, the car's uncontrollable. So that's the thing. So I just had to see, you know, if this is too loose, then I'll put it back. So sometimes you have it just right for the beginning part, but then as it, you know, tires wear and fuel comes off, then you're way worse. So that's what I got to find out, and see if it's, you know, better off just to kind of sacrifice maybe a little bit at the beginning of the race so I can still finish strong at the end, have something to fight with. Because if you have a car that can't, that's just all over the place, it's not good. So it's just a balancing act. I mean, you want the car, especially here, you want it as free as you can make it just to get around that last corner onto the straightaway. But then the problem with that is if you make it too free, you go down in the carousel down there, and that's what I call it. You know, down there in the carousel in the bowl, that it ends up coming around on you, especially as the tires are worn, and you going in there real hard racing, and you end up losing it in there. I don't know how many times I've had where I've lost it or gone into the beach and all that other stuff. So Evo, what a beautiful car. A lot of them in there. There's a lot of Evos in here. I like that Bentley too, and I like that paint scheme too. That's a really nice paint scheme. Alrighty. Of course, now I'll have to go back and to the next one. Back to the #1 tire again because it's going to do the same thing. It'll jump to the #2 tire. See, it's getting hotter again. So I'm going to have to. That's another thing. I need to. Just knock some of the pressures down and put it back on #1 tires because I don't want to burn the other ones up. And actually what I'll do is I'll put it up here on this one. See, that's how I do it. I get the car set, and then pretty much everything else, when I race from there, I just go to like an experiment. That's where how I do it, and then that way I don't screw these setups up. Changing tire pressures or any little adjustment because the track is different. That way these always stay the same. And when I'm just doing a race, whether it's multiplayer or what, I always put it in like in this category up here. That way, because it's so easy to just, you know,
Green light, green light.
you start
Go,
doing
go,
some
go.
changes. The next thing you know, your setup's all messed up. Maybe you had made a bunch of adjustments, for a certain track condition, and then all of a sudden it's all screwed up. Of course, it's getting hotter, so it's going to be probably getting a little slicker. Pretty good. Pressures look okay. Wasn't in first. Caught it right there. Whew, man. Let's see what they look like now. Yeah, they still look okay. They're wearing perfect as far as front to rear. Man, that's really good. I like that. Pressures were okay. I thought they were okay. So you got to kind of remember what the pressures are to what the track temp. So obviously, qualifying, if it's way cooler or whatever, I got to make adjustments accordingly. So I have to remember that track temp is 35. But yeah, I want to keep it right where it's at. Because I think the idea is I'm going to stick with this for qualifying. I'm going to try this with this. And I'm going to run these, try to run the whole qualifying session to really see what the tires do, even though I don't care, if I'm, what the times are, as long as, I'll just do what I can do. But just burn these tires down. And then that still gives me 4 sets to do 1 qualifying and the 2 races. So then I can use another set, a new set for qualifying, and then use that for race 1. And then that way it'll leave me 2 sets of tires brand new for race 2. And that's what I want, because they're always going to be faster. Race 2, it seems like they're always quicker for race 2. So, and then also that leaves me a brand new set of tires to qualify for race 2. Instead of trying to qualify with 1 set of tires, and on the second qualifier, the tires are already, done. So, I mean, it's going to hurt me probably in this race 1 qualifying, but usually they're not as quick on the race 1 qualifying as they are race 2. So, I think I'm going to try this strategy and see how it works. Of course, I'm going to make this just like I did last week. I'll put this as a separate video, and then the race 1 and 2 as separate videos. So, if anybody's interested to, liking to watch the qualifying and just the qualifying and the practice and qualifying and just kind of going through the motions with that and how it goes. And again, that's one thing that's really tough. And of course, that's what's so fun about even doing a longer, longer races, because you really got to manage your tires. You really got to really think about all the little stuff like that, to try to get the most performance out of what you got, and to use them at certain times to get the benefit from it. So it really is kind of neat. I really like that. I mean, I don't think there's any other sim that I know of that does that stuff. That's why I love ACC. That's why I love endurance racing. I mean, I like the sprint too, where it's an hour. I mean, that's okay. It gives you both sides. I mean, like this is a sprint. So, I mean, either way is good. I mean, I love both. But still, even in this, you still have a limited amount of tires, so you're only going to be able to do, you can't just go blowing through them every time. You can't, like I did last time, you can't, wear them out, and you definitely don't want to be flat spotting the tires and wrecking and doing all kinds of crazy stuff, and then you just really put you behind, because you're going to have worn out tires for the races. So, looks like that Bentley's tough up there. A 135.6. Woo! Wow. That is getting it. That's fast. That's really fast. That's pretty impressive. A 135.6 is definitely getting it. And he was way ahead of second place. I mean, man, that's a big difference. That's the Mad Panda car, number 90. He's 136.3. I mean, that's more like it. 35, 36. But man, 35.6. Good, man. He was getting it. All right, let's get to the qualifying. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure it's on number 1. And I'm going to turn this down some, not all the way, because I mean I want more than enough fuel just to give me some kind of balance between performance and to see how the car handles. So I'll just leave like 35 liters in there. That's way more than 10 minutes worth. So see how that goes. And we are on. Let's see what the track temperature. It's a little cooler. It's back down. It's a little cooler again. So I'm gonna go back up a couple tenths. There. So there we go.
Green light, give it all you can.
Of course, it's always good to look down there, make sure it says, what tire set you're on, so you don't end up accidentally going out on the wrong set. Hopefully I don't, mess and, wreck or anything, but, I like to run the full 10 minutes so I can really get a judge of what the car is doing, if I like it or not. Of course, I don't care about these tires. It'll be the last time I have them on the car, so, they're just, totally gone. I really don't matter to me. That's fine. That's too wide. All right.
Car on the right, clear on the right. Car on the left, clear on the left. Car on the right, clear on the right.
Stoltz up ahead of me. And the Mad Panda. This AMG Evo is such a great car. Great looking.
Car on the left, clear on the left.
Oh yeah, I love it right through there. Man, that's the way to do it.
Well done, mate. Personal best.
Well, the next season, if you watched the pros and cons with the Lexus RCF. Man, I had everything at 100. That was, oh, they were super aggressive. That was fun. But the thing is, they were controlled, so it was, man, the AI. What I mean, the difference between now and the beginning is, I mean, night and day. I mean, if that would have been near the beginning of ACC, it would have been just a demolition derby. They would have been wrecking into each other and smashing and everything everywhere. I mean, they were aggressive, but they, you know, it was good racing. So that's definitely going to be my next championship. It's going to be 100 AI and aggression both. That was fun. That was really good. Oh man, that feels perfect around there.
Well done, mate. This is me, Russell West. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
I was afraid that was going to happen. I didn't hit him, but it just screwed up my lap. Thing is, I got Stoltz behind me, so if I get too lazy, then let's see if I can let him get a little bit of a distance on me. Catching me, and I don't want him to be. I need to do better than that. But probably not going to be a whole lot better because the tires are worn. Oh man, this thing feels perfect around that corner. Make sure my tire temps are okay. Get a good reading on my fuel. Oh man, this feels a lot better through here.
Well done, mate. The fastest lap so far.
Plus my tire looks good. I mean, it's not getting real hot. It's staying yellow, you know, not getting yellow. That's really good for the Mercedes, you know, for the AMG. That it likes to cook that left front. I mean, it gets a little yellow, but then it cools back down. So I mean, I'm good with that.
Losing time in sector 3.
Decent time.
Session is now over.
All right, on the pole, even with worn tires. I'll take that, but look at that. Stoltz had the first and second sectors better. I got him in that last sector. I'll tell you, that last sector is important. I mean, that's a lot going through there. Yeah, I got him really good on that last sector, but he's got me. We're about equal on the first, and he's got me by a couple tenths on the second. So that's where he's strong. But that makes me happy. About the same temperature. I go up another click on my tires. Let's see what they look like. Oh, they look good. See, there's none, all that, and no graining or blistering or anything. So I'm happy with that. So let's go to the set 2. And I'm going to add another. Actually, I'm not going to leave. I'm going to add them all except for the left front because it gets the hottest. I'll put it back down. It gets the hottest out of all of them. So don't want to do that. Everything else looks good. Alrighty. That Bentley pretty. Man, that thing's good looking. Qualifying 2.
Green light, go, go, go.
Okay. Now, I do not want to run this whole session for sure, because it's just 10 minutes of time. So, actually, I think I'm just going to take it easy through here. Let's see how this works. Let's see. I'm going to stay ahead of these guys, but because I don't want to get caught up in all that traffic. So I'm going to just try to just stay ahead of them, and that's it. Don't see him back there yet. Tires are going to be not too grippy right now, but let's get it on the board, and hopefully I don't see anybody in front of me, so that's really good. Hope I can do a good lap, just hit the next lap. It. Just a teeny bit too deep. be it for me. Go. Let's check them out, see how they're doing. I mean, if somebody gets ahead of me and gets on pole, that's fine. I mean, that's a decent time, and I'm not going to gain that much over it. So there's no sense in me just killing my tires over it. So we'll see what they look like. Yeah, 290, that's not bad. I mean, yeah, they're worn a teeny bit, but I mean, that's okay. It did look like this one needed more air, though. I should have went up one, I guess. Left front, but I think I'm going to go with that. And I'm going to start that on my next. I got number 3 tires for my first pit, for my pit stop. I'm going to start on number 2. And let's see here. I'm going to check my mileage from the awesome fuel calculator from Joe Blow. And we'll put in, it says it was 2.65 when you have a heavier fuel load, it's going to take more fuel. So I'm going to put in like 2.65 or 6.7. And the race was 45 minutes. And I don't know, the average lap time is probably 136. So it says 78 liters. So I'm just going to go ahead and put 80 liters in it. There we go. Just in case I'm off a teeny bit. Give me an extra lap. So that will be good. And of course, the main thing is we'll see how it goes with the race itself, and that'll prove to see if the setup is good or bad. I like it so far. It feels really good, and it feels improved on that last corner. And I mean, I only ran at 36.0, but I was running some high 35s when I was messing with it. And you know, again, there's always room for improvement, but I'm really happy with it. And you know, the main thing is to see what it does in the race and see if it's consistent to where the drop off isn't too bad. So that'll tell me. Of course, I know I'm going to get tires, which, but I'll get them as soon as I can. So we'll see what the second set does with the brand new set. But anyway, we'll see how everything goes. A few changes, few adjustments here and there. Everybody's coming across the line, so we'll see if I finish on the pole. Well, it's AMG dominated up here. Bentley's the only one that's in the mix. Look at all the AMGs up in the front. surprised Engel's finished and he's only in ninth. Wow. Thought he would be up fighting for the pole. Wow, I'm surprised the Lamborghini's that far down too. He's all the way down in 16th. That's kind of surprising. That's kind of surprising, really. Well, that's it. I'm on the pole. So we're on the pole for the first and the second race. So that's awesome. And I sure hope you enjoyed the video. Please, any comments or feedback, I would really appreciate it. Um, I'm not sure when this is going to be shown, when I'm going to post this video, but don't forget also, I got a giveaway coming up here within a week, 2 at the most. It's from me, but it's a Fanatic stuff, and more details will be coming really soon, probably within the week. So I sure hope you stay tuned for that. And there's no restrictions as far as it'll be something kind of a simple way of doing it as far as entering if you want to win the giveaway. So keep an eye on that, and I sure hope you tune back in and check out, and please subscribe and give me a thumbs up. It really helps with the YouTube stuff, and I sure hope you come back and visit soon. Y'all take care. See ya.